Hey, Soul Tribe. Hey, K Savage. Welcome to Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations. I appreciate it all. Let's ring this bell. Let's clear out this energy. Let's see what the message of Spirit has for us today. Hear ye, hear ye. That's all I can hear is boom, boom, boom. Hear ye, hear ye. That's it. Bottom of the deck. Somebody's at the point where they need to keep hope alive because they're not too sure about their future, the things that they've done. Because now is not the time to act scared. Now is the time to be brave. Like, when you're getting sentenced, that's not the time to faint. The time to have fainted was before you did the crime. Someone now is thinking back on things. They want to do over. Please. Ali, Ali, oxen free. Because now they know that the natural world needs them. This is somebody who never took the time to heal from heartbreak. Hey, Tyreek. Hey, Behaven. This is someone who failed to give you your flowers for your own powerful personal growth. Now someone is thinking that, you know what? It may be too late. What's the message? We have a clear solution and aloha healing, both in the reverse. So I feel like somebody was refusing to see what needed to see, what be seen. The answer was always in front of them of what they could do to save themselves. But this is someone who just didn't want to open up their eyes. They didn't want to accept reality. They wanted to be stuck in some type of fantasy land. This is somebody who enjoyed the glamour, the intrigue, the drama of it all. Now, this is also someone that understands that that offer came with a very high price. But of course, when you're going through what you got to go through to get through what you refuse to change, now you're willing. Now you say it's time for that change. Now it's time to learn something new. Now it's time to get some wisdom underneath your belt that you're getting ready to go really through. What's the message? But good news is, from death comes rebirth. Now is a time that somebody can draw a line in the sand and say, that's no longer who I am. Now somebody sees clearly. They see clearly, especially since they missed someone. They're thinking about that person that was there by their side. Now this is somebody who's ready to tell those people, back off, voodoo. Now this is somebody who's really ready to take a stand. And everybody's thinking that it's like a miracle. Everyone is in shock. Everyone is in awe. Everyone feels that this person has tapped into who they truly are, that ancient wisdom. In fact, someone feels that their spirit guides are working too hard to assist this person because they were working too hard to keep this person stuck. But like I said, now someone sees clearly. There's been a very powerful energy shift, and Sasha agrees. Confirmation. It's no longer that glamour, that intrigue, that drama that someone wants. What's the message? Hey, it's just Robbie. How are you? What's the message? From death comes rebirth. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Mm-mm. Yeah. But yeah, it is time to be brave. It's time to face the music. Especially if you didn't have a problem doing it, you don't have a problem reaping the repercussions of some actions. Someone is realizing their role. The aggressor, the hunter, the bully. Someone is realizing what role they had in it. And they try to justify it by saying it was something within me I couldn't control. But we all have to practice discipline because we all have to be held responsible. They didn't want to be honest of why they were doing it. Jealousy, envy. They wanted what you had. And what was that? That nobility, that clout, the ability to stand up, to take notice, and to be noticed. This is somebody you don't mind them saying that you are the misfit, the outsider, because you feel good in knowing just that fact. Thank God that we all have free will, because you definitely exercised yours, deciding that you no longer wanted to be a part of that. You could already see where that was going. Nowhere good. Nowhere that they really wanted to go. This is somebody who, it's like whenever they looked at you, because you chose to be a part, you chose to stand back, you chose to not be representative of the type of people, posse, group, family, cult, organization, gang that they are. You chose to rise above. That's why they're agreeing with envy. That's why they try to put an end to you. But one thing they didn't realize about you, you have this primal energy. You have this sacredness about you. There's something sacred about you. It's like you connect deep within with your ancestors, your spirit guides, the Most High God Himself. You are connected, highly and deeply connected. That's why they wanted you to be the sacrifice. Oops. See, about you, they feel like your thoughtfulness, your politeness, your good manners, you being kind, you wanting to help out, you wanting to be of service. You know, they think it's a show. They think it's a show. They don't believe that it's natural. They don't believe that this is just how you are. They don't believe that this is just the person that God created you to be. They don't believe that because it's not them. So what did they do? They decided that they wanted to make sure that your life was not a dream. Make sure that they could try and help you to live in this nightmare by doing whatever that they wanted against you. But what they didn't realize, because you are so highly and spiritually connected, and they can't see it because it's all in the ethers. What they do to you, that comeback is real. That nightmare that they tried to throw you in, they tried to make sure you never woke up. Well, guess what? Guess who's not able to wake up? Guess who wished that they could just fall the fuck a regular asleep? Them? Them? Mm-hmm. They're like, oh my gosh, what the hell? Because now they feel like they are the sacrifice. I mean, they was just getting their jollies doing it to you. Now they're the sacrifice. And they're looking at you and they're pissed off because it really does look like you living in ecstasy. Because you're protected, you're connected. What you got to worry about? Shit. And here they are. Now they want to call for help because they understand that, boy, that thirst to do something wrong, it'll make you real thirsty. That craving, that obsession that I just gotta control. I just gotta make somebody. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I just have to be the hunter, the aggressor. Boy, that should get you fucked up. Like Rick James said, cocaine is one hell of a drug. That's that aggression. That's one hell of a drug. That control. That aggression. Those bully tactics. Who are you controlling? Besides displaying to the entire world that you are out of control. Trying to control another person with free will. Start with controlling self. Start there. Somebody didn't realize that comeback, that get back, is real. You know, it's real. Something about that monster within. Somebody feels like they need to control that shit. And they want you now, because they know who you are now, they want you to have compassion. Now that they know that, especially since this motherfucker was going around town spreading all this bad gossip and news about you, trying to get it to be your last day in the sun, and it was loving every minute of it. Why? We don't know why. And there ain't no rhyme and there ain't no motherfucking reason. But they was doing it. But their comeback, their get back, that shit, that blowback, all that shit made them have to step back. Step back, think back, and take a look back. And want to take it back. Go back, sis. What's the message, Spirit? What else? Okay. Yeah. See, here you are, noble, just the type of person that you should be. You're not sitting there saying you're perfect, but you are saying that you are works in progress, and you open to seeing yourself. You're open to looking at yourself first before you sit there and try and look at somebody else and judge that motherfucker. But see, other people can't do that. And at first they was trying to allure you, to seduce you, to make it feel like you had to be you have to be a part of this club. If you're not a part of this club, you don't get to wear the leather jackets and pop your collar like it's hot or whatever they do. You know how you don't get to wear these certain colors or whatever the fuck they do. Then whenever you was like, okay, well, I just won't wear a leather jacket. I'll get suede. I won't wear black colors. I'll just get blue suede or something like that, and possibly get some cute little blue suede shoes to match it or something like that. And they're like, oh, see, this bitch out of control. This bitch out of control. No, we got to put an end to this. We got to put an end to this. I feel like they didn't stepped on my shoes. I feel like I've been disrespected. And see, that's whenever you became the sacrifice. And the more that you was like, I don't understand what you guys are talking about. Let me pray for you. And they're like, did you just call us heathens? I know they did. I know they didn't just call that, blah, blah, blah. See, they was getting their jollies trying to do all this, trying to cause all this smoke and all this commotion because they was feeling a certain way. What's the message? Knuckleheads. What's the message? Thinking that it was going to be your last day in the light. They was going to get your ass if they didn't get nothing else that damn day. All of them. There's narcissists and these motherfucking flying monkeys. They was determined to make your ass pay. If you ain't do nothing else, you was going to pay. That was the plan. And they was practicing. They got their dolls together, the Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls together. They was practicing slip knots. They was practicing strangle moves. They was like practicing karate chops. They was using the wood, but somebody broke the side of their hand, so they just went ahead and used the dolls again, figuring that it was going to be more real life-like because you ain't like built like no wood. You built more soft like a doll because you don't have that muscle mass. But anyway, so they was doing all that shit. They was doing that shit. practicing, getting ready for the day. Until they got too close. Until something just didn't go as planned. Something didn't go as planned because it's supposed to be your last day in the light, but yet they got burnt by the sun. Damn! I sure do hate it when that shit happened like that. Damn it, we were so close. They had this plan. It was exciting. It was going to be exciting. I'm telling you. And you know what? Listen, there was even people that had witnessed them doing this shit before to somebody else. They was like, "Ooh, they about to screw her ass up. Ooh, she gonna get fucked up, boy. She gonna be fucked up. Ooh, they gonna get her ass. Oh, they gonna get her ass. I hope they kick her in her shins too. They gonna get her ass." But see, you had hope that your ancestors was going to come through. Just by you having that hope that your ancestors was going to come through. Trust and believe. They had the compassion for you. They was like, they heard that horn. They was like, hold up. Is that Shaniqua's horn? Oh, hold up. St. Michael, round them up. They don't ride the horses anymore. They ride horsepower now. They rounded up. They took up all them motherfucking archangels. Have you ever seen a whole like you ever been to like a motorcycle roundup and seen all these motorcycles coming down the highway and they're just like 50 of them, 1,100 of them? It was like that, but they was just all archangels. All archangels. And you know what? They rode in. It was this group, this family, this whoever, peers, whoever, you know, and they was committed to this shit. They was committed to this shit. The archangel said, you know what? We about to show you something today. We about to make sure y'all learn something today. We about to show you something today. Yeah. And last one of y'all motherfuckers about to have an epiphany. That light bulb about to go off and on at the same time. Okay. Oh, I heard that spiritual song. Oh, how's it go? Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Yeah. Those cats was fast as lightning. Ha. I'm telling you, that's what I was hearing. What's the message? What's the message? Ooh, yes, honey. Yeah. And listen, people talking about that, they was like, listen, trust me. I saw the shit. Confirmation. I saw the shit. Oh, they got their ass whooped. They got their ass molly-whopped. They got their ass every street lingo there is possible that I don't even know. There's a whole bunch of them because I don't fight. But they got their ass just like that. They got their ass. Ooh, their ass was got. What's the bottom of the deck? Now somebody talking about them, they need to rest and rejuvenate. I bet your ass do. Shit. I know it got to be bothering you. I know it has to hurt. Get you some ice, boo-boo. Get you some ice. Now they want to rest. Now they don't want to fight. Now it ain't so fun anymore. Now they don't want to be somebody's worst nightmare. Funny how that works. Funny how that works. Yeah, now they want to move forward because they know the truth. They know the truth. The truth of the matter is, they should have never fucked with you. Truth of the matter is, they should have left you alone. But no, somebody was feeling froggy. They was like, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. They was thinking there's a whole bunch of us and only one of them. And then they found out the truth. Truth of the matter is, a few of them need to go see chiropractic care right now. Some of them have to go see physical therapy, one or two occupational therapy, and a few of them have to go seek psychological therapy. Okay? Right one, wrong one, all wrapped up in the same one. Think it's a game. Think it's a motherfucking game. See, that's what you call not listening to your intuition. That's what you call throwing all caution to the wind. You was like, caution! Wind, catch it. Wind was like, I don't want that shit. If you was smart, you would pick that shit up. Hey, Janita, how are you? Right. I know, long time no see. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yes. What's the message? Yeah, something about, oh, see, somebody didn't realize what that whole time that you was by yourself, you was transforming. It took a while, but you transforming. Look at you now. Look at you now. Look at all that spiritual strength you got. They didn't know. Bet you they know now. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Some people got jacked up lightning. Now they got to go see the chiropractic care. Whatever. Hey, Marcia. Hola. Thank you. What's the message? I'm sorry, Davida, but you know what? I got on these glasses, girl, and I got these lines and stuff like that. So, ooh. Yeah, somebody, you know what? I feel like they needed to spend some time by themselves, but instead they wasn't doing all that. It's like they was trying to showboat. They was trying to show the world, like they had something under control when they didn't even have their own mouth under control, But you had to show somebody something. You had to show them that it was because you went within, you were using your intuition. That's why you came out successful. That's why you got victory. And see, this other person, they had misjudged you. They thought they had you figured out. Like they could just rest on their laurels and, you can come back in 4, 5, 10 years, you still going to be doing the same thing. That may have been them, but that's definitely not you. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? What else, Spirit? Yes. Because you know who you are. You're the creator. This person, it's like they was messing up. They're the ones who didn't choose wisely, and now they're the ones who's lost. You receiving that recognition and reward because you know what? You sacrificed. You sacrificed. You tried to do whatever you could for this person. You understood that this was a spiritual union. You understood that this was somebody that you were to be connected to through the heavens, not just on earth. I mean, the strength of this relationship even amazes you, like the depth of this relationship. But the thing is, somebody doesn't realize. Somebody's afraid. They're afraid to open up, to allow their third eye chakra to open. It wants to open. They're afraid to allow it to open because they know that once it opens, it won't close. Once you cross that threshold, once you go in that door, there's no going back. But the thing is, once you go in that door, you don't want to go back. That's when life begins. That's whenever you are successfully able to move on from these obstacles and these challenges that don't really matter. Because in the big scheme of things, it's nothing that's positive that's going to help you. It's only something that's negative there to hinder and hold you back. Understanding your truth is what sets you free. What's the message? Somebody feels that heartache and that loss. Yeah. And this person is now finally standing their ground. They're starting over. They're finally getting their confidence, They're finally feeling like they need to stand up for themselves first and foremost. Then they will be able to stand up for the ones that they truly love, but they had to find their voice. They had to choose wisely which direction that they were now wanting and willing to go. What's the message? The solar plexus chakra. Now, I feel like this person now truly is really using their intuition, allowing themselves, the confidence to build up. They're exploring things that they didn't allow themselves to explore before about themselves, the inner working of their heart, their mind, the inner workings of their intuition, allowing themselves to follow what it says. What's the message? Yes. Because whenever they see that once they follow that intuition, that's whenever they're starting to realize the fulfillment of their wishes. Something about them allowing their crown chakra to be open and their throat chakra to open. And that's what's helping them to be able to make these positive movements, choices, and go in these positive directions just by them following their own intuition. Bottom of the deck. Sacred lust. Somebody no longer wants that. They've burnt that down to the ground and they want to rebuild themselves up to who they are meant to be, how they are meant to represent themselves, their lineage, their life. Someone had to go about having this radical rebirth in a very creative way, or else spirits decided to make it a very creative way for this person to have a radical rebirth. And sometimes that creative way was to put this person in the same place that they could not see. They thought it was pleasure, but they could not see that it was hurting them. Too much of a good thing is not good for you. And when it's time to let it go, it is time to let it go until this person now sees that they have to come back from a painful position. Now they are that wounded healer looking back and how they were, how they treated you, how they showed up or refused to show up in shame. Now that this person has liberated themselves, this is the time that they receive that good juju. This is the time that they level up because now somebody has awakened to the truth. Once you go through that door, you cannot return. No matter, even if you try, Spirit won't allow you to ever return. It won't ever be the same. Once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. Somebody doesn't want to wake up. Oh no. Somebody don't want to wake up. Even though their intuition is telling them to ground themselves, even though it's time for them to have a radical rebirth, it's like even though they are going through the painful period, they don't want to give it up. They don't want to give it up. And you know what? We can't make them. All we can do is allow them to go on their journey. When we allow them to go on their journey, that's when we are honoring ourselves. Because we know the truth. We see both sides of a situation. We can be open and free. And we're free to go on, to live our life. We're free to be happy. Someone is watching you be happy and it's making them be upset. Because they know that you were definitely in alignment and you have surrendered. You've surrendered to this entire situation. You've surrendered to how they wanted, how they chose to show up in the world. You've surrendered to what they chose to give you, scarcity. You decided to let it all burn to the ground. And whatever spirit wants to resurrect, to show, to reveal, to repair, you'll let that happen on its own time, manifest in its own time. But until then, you're just going to continue to receive that good juju and level the hell up. Somebody needs to grow up. Somebody wants grace, but they don't want to afford grace. Somebody needs to speak up, especially to the person that's betraying them. That's the one that they're afraid to speak up to. The one that's betraying them, but they're going to say something soon because karma's coming. Karma is here. They desired to be with him because they said, oh, I'll feel safe with this person. It'd be better with that person. But it wasn't meant to be. That person didn't want to be with them. That person just wanted to use them. Use and abuse them. Because that person didn't have any connection with them. None. You could have been this person's mother, parent, somebody who is like the empress in this person's life, but this person cut their own nose off despite their face. Now this person is not able to alchemize. Something is going on with their manifestation, and they're asking for forgiveness. You, boy, this thing, since my connection was off, okay, it says successfully connected. Okay, oh my gosh. What's going on with this internet? All right, let's see here. I hope it's okay. The connection is okay. We're just going to do one more deck. Bottom of the deck. Of Swords. They feel trapped. But they did this to themselves. They did this to themselves. They feel stuck. Yeah. Because they know that you are, you know that they was trying to bring you a whole bunch of drama and everything else, and to burden you, overwhelm you, to do the worst to you. Even this person even tried to maybe gain some people to beat up on you, but you already knew that, so you was able to defend yourself. You was able to defend yourself. You was like, come, all y'all motherfuckers, come on. No, not two at a time. All y'all at the same time. Come on. Yeah, because you knew who was on your side. You had that spiritual strength. You didn't do nothing to these people. That judgment call was made long before they even rolled up on you. Okay? They came up on you thinking they was getting ready to do something. They wasn't going to do nothing. They wasn't going to do nothing. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, somebody spoke some truth. They spoke some truth, and just by you speaking the truth, it's like you're being recognized. Something is coming into you, and it's like wonderful, something that's wonderful that's coming into you. And these people are confused as hell because they said, wait a minute, this person is by themselves. How are they making all these strides by themselves? And we sending out all this bullshit, creating all this confusion to try and stop them. And they still getting it. They're still getting it. Now, I thought I saw one flip over, but I guess not. Thank you. Right. Check, please. Yeah. I see these people thought that you was going to be the one that was out in the cold. The Wheel of Fortune came around and switched all that shit. You told your truth. Now it's them that's sitting out in the cold, not you. Not you. I'm telling you, because they thought that was bringing it into you. No, you was like, no, but give me that screwdriver. I'm going to show you how you put the screws to somebody. You got to get up in there. You got to really screw it. Like, you going to try and put the screws to somebody. Screw them right. Don't do that little half shit. Put some muscle in it. Shit. Yeah, somebody thought they was going to do something. They thought they were going to do something. That's what you thought you was going to do. Now I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. That ain't it. You know? What's the message there? I'm so sorry, but your little magic bag of tricks is sure ain't hitting no more. We know there ain't no damn rabbit in that bag, in that hat. Okay? Somebody's like, no, you got me all fucked up. Trust me. I'm 100% all in my Empress, very connected, and I'm sure and confident about myself, who I am, what I represent. Who? Somebody want to look. They can't help but look, and they see that you're telling the truth. Ooh, wait a minute. What's going on? What is going on? Do tell. Oh, who is this? Who is this? You got two of them. You got a King of Pentacles and a King of Swords. I ain't mad at you. But you got to decide what is going to make you happy. And one is going to leave you in the cold, honey. One is going to leave you thinking. Damn. I don't know. Well, looks like somebody's getting ready to have some tryouts. Let the games begin. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Thank you. Oh, they want you. Ow. Somebody see you as they wish come true. They would listen. They's like, listen, Linda. Listen, girl. Oh, child, I love you. Oh, yes, oh, good Lord, my wand and your cup of love. Oh, yes, yes. He is producing tears right now. He's crying all on here. She's like, listen here, motherfucker. I just got my hair done. Can you move your head over a little bit? Because I don't want you crying on my hair. I just got my shit done. Somebody is ready to jump off that cliff for you. Yeah. Somebody ready to make a move. They're ready to be like, will you marry me on Wednesday, girl? Damn. And the only reason I say Wednesday is because I got to make sure that the pastor has got some time. But there's a whole lot of shit that you don't know about that motherfucker. There's a whole lot of shit, whole lot of questions you ain't asking. Whole lot of questions you ain't asking. And if you want shit to be right, closed mouth don't get fed. And make sure that if you gonna be with child, you ain't picking the boogeyman as the daddy. Okay? Mm-hmm. Boogeyman, Candyman, all of them. All of them. None of them. The one that turns into the bees, the one that got all the slash marks, the one that got the pins sticking out, the one that wear the mask, the one that was burnt up, the one with the long nails and shit. None of them motherfuckers. None of them. Hello. Somebody, oh my gosh. What have you done? Who is this? Put your name in the comments who this is. Somebody is enamored with you. Put your name in the comments who this is. Hi, Addie. How are you? Who is this? Who is this? Getting somebody's nose all wide open like this. This ain't right for them. This ain't right for them. Damn. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, indeed. And see, this is somebody, this could be a Virgo, but this is somebody that they like stay by themselves a lot. They're secure and everything, but they just kind of stay by themselves a lot, you know. I'm telling you, there's two of them. There's hmm. King of Pants, right. Davita, I know that's right, girl. Girl, give me high five. High five. Somebody, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby in the baby cage. Hello. Somebody is like, oh my gosh, I have found her. Cupid's arrows is like in the air, you know, one right after the other. It's like, oh my gosh. Somebody listen, that singleness that you are right now ain't gonna be for long. You about to walk away from being single. Somebody about to put a ring up on it. They're gonna make a decision. Oh, yes, they gonna make a decision. Ooh, somebody wants you to get rid of one. Okay, so I'm not gonna show you which one. I'm gonna let you decide, but choose wisely. I'll just say everything ain't about money, and everything ain't about the schlong. It's about how they make you feel and how they treat you. Yes. How they want to work with you. Yes. This could be the owner of a company or something like that. Or they would, yeah, I feel like this could be the owner of a company. They got some business that they're building. Yeah, and they may be seeing, you know, you got gifts that can be of use too, and maybe they want to make an offer or something like that. Mm-hmm. Sly dog. Two of them. Gone. 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 Yeah. I think you'd be very happy. Somebody, they want to be happy. Oh, hello. What did I say? Somebody was like, yes, they cannot get you off their mind. They like, oh, and they was in shock too. They was like, who knew this is somebody that ain't felt nothing in a while? And all of a sudden they woke up this morning. They was like, oh, that's me up underneath that cover. I thought there was a raccoon or something. Shit. Because they was thinking about you. Guess what? They had a dream last night. They didn't want to tell nobody about it, though. They did not want to tell nobody about it. I'm telling you, they didn't tell nobody about it. They had a dream last night about your ass. Not just your ass. Your face was in it too. And the rest of you. So all of you. They had a dream about you. Okay? Uh-huh. They like, damn. And they was thinking about where they at right now. They was like, she cool and all, or he all right, but you know. And they were sitting there thinking about, is this really justice? I mean, we might be able to make it, maybe we could do this and maybe we could do that. But somebody said, no, if I'm gonna be truthful with myself, I want it all. I want it all. I want the wife, the house, the cars, the I want the person that I love. Aww. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet. Shocked like a motherfucker. It was that dream. It was that dream. Woke up and was like, this me in attention like this? You know what? Damn. I sure did dream about so last night. Damn. Mm, 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 mm. Work it. What was I? Come on, baby. Come on. Do it for daddy. Do it. Come on, baby. Do it for daddy. Do it. Whatever. Right. Call. Right. Right. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. What's the message? What is the message? You are heavy on somebody's mind. They can't stop thinking about you. And they shocked. They can't. What'd you do? What did you do? Put it in the comments what you did. Put it in the comments what you did. Okay, I'm not trying to be funny. Look, if you got two really good perspectives, I ain't got none. Put that shit in the comments. I am me. Email me. Holla. Something. What's the message, spirit? Oh, yeah. Shit's about to. I feel like, you know what? It's about which one you gonna choose. There's two. But you have to choose wisely because one of them is justice. The other one is hell. Choose wisely. Damn. And whichever one you don't want, send that motherfucker my way. Just kidding. What's the message? Somebody is like really concerned. They worry. They can't stop looking at you. They feel like, you know what, they can't really approach you because they feel like when the last time they spoke with you or interacted with you, they just treated you like you was a thought, that hoe over there. Like you was just, the run of the mill. Oh yeah, whatever. She just a regular hoe. She just is. Not that there's a special hoe, but I'm just saying, that's the last time. But see, now this person started looking at you, really looking at you, and they're like, damn, this person got a lot of value. This person got their own. Now this person is all feeling stupid and sad, and they want to approach you. Excuse me, I just want to talk to you for a minute. Yeah, I know I had to. I know I judged you. And I felt like you was this way, that way with everybody, all back back in the day and shit like that. But I see that you really changed. You healed. You balanced. And I'm the one who was looking at you like, like I ain't had no motherfucking sense. But I see you strong and your womanness in yourself and who you are. You got that confidence and that strong love. I don't know how this motherfucker talk, y'all. Y'all know that. Mm. Damn, what you said to be the burger? That's burger. They both locked down on me. Damn. What'd you say, Red Bun? I ain't meeting nobody in the parking lot. Right. Hello. Yes. Somebody they see, they like, damn, how come I didn't see the value of this person? They said this person is better than everybody else I can think of. And then like, damn, they were being so egotistical and full of pride. But now it's like they want to say something, but they don't know who to talk to because they just kind of badmouth you. But now, since they know, they're like, damn, I got to figure out a way to take all that shit back. Hmm. Damn. I shouldn't have used her real name. How can I take all that shit back? Shouldn't have used her real name. I should have used the name Martha. That way, just in case the shit wasn't right, I could just say, well, no, fuck Martha. I'm not dealing with her now. This is Lavidia. Hey, hurry. Everybody wouldn't know any difference. Yeah. And I wouldn't have, put my foot all up in it and shit like that. And I could still say face. What's the message? Damn. They're like, damn, I went ahead and said it. Talk about something. I'd rather be single than do that bullshit. I'd rather do this. Well, guess who get to be single? Guess who get to be single and do all that bullshit? The same motherfucker running their damn mouth. There you go. There you go. What else you want? What else can I do for you? Because they know they did this. They did this. And it's justice. Spiritual justice at that. God is handing down that hammer. God was like, hear ye, hear we in the court of law. Shut the fuck up. I'm over here talking. Hear ye, hear ye. We in the court of law. It was like, bailiff, bring me that piece of paper over there so I can read what it said. She brought it over and he said, this shit say your ass is guilty. Come lock this motherfucker up. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? You going to spiritual jail. You thought this shit was a game? Ha ha, who laughing now? Ha ha, hell. Yes, I'm telling you, somebody had to leave the group, the club, the family. Somebody left. Could have been this King of Cups because they said they had had enough and they had seen enough. They had seen enough fight and all that. They wanted to be delivered from all this shit because, listen, they said doing all this shit, any means necessary, any means, it got them caught up. Not only getting them caught up, all them fucking lies that they were sitting there talking about, they wasn't realizing that all them lies was leading to nothing. Absolutely nothing until the shit started coming back and coming in on them. And that's whenever judgment was called and everybody could see that they were sitting there fucking around. What do we have here? Mm, mm, mm. Oh, well. You like it? I love it. Mm-hmm. So now someone's trying to thinking, what can I do? Because you at a distance. You took your distance. You took your space. You like, where I need balance in my life, and you ain't bringing it. You ain't bringing it. You and that fork ass tongue of yours. So get the scooting, get the stepping. And it's different now because now someone see you ain't playing. And if you are playing, you ain't playing with them. And you said, I need peace. With or without you, I need peace. Since you don't want to be there with me while I'm at peace, you get to be away from me while I take my peace. Peace. They're like, damn, I'm thinking she pissed. No, I'm just at peace. That's right. That's right. Put them boots on the ground. That's right, because them boots is made for walking, baby. Anything else, spirit? Them boots is made for walking. Yes. Now somebody, they want to put the swords down. They want to be healed. They want spirit to soothe the situation. Although they didn't act like a motherfucking fool, acting like they was all immature, insecure, And now the shit is coming back on them, and they getting their just come back. Oh, it's a headache and a problem. They don't understand why me. They feeling all left out in the cold, and they didn't want to admit that they was a hidden enemy. How can this is happening to me? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up or I slap you. What's the message, spirit? Mm-hmm. It was okay when they was doing it. I don't understand anything else from this deck. Yeah, they had a choice. They had a choice and a decision. And they decided it just didn't work out the way they thought that it was going to work out. They just not getting what they thought they was going to get. See, what they forgot to do was think about the alternative. What if it don't work in your favor? What if shit come back to bite you in the ass? Then what you going to do? What if shit come back to bite you in that BBL? What you going to do? See? Let's pull some from the stack. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Thank you. What this say? Read it out loud. Red Violet, read this out loud to everybody in the chat. That's right. What you put out, you get back. Thank you. See, now people, you got a stronghold on their mind. You living rent-free in somebody's mind, and they're scared of you because they know there ain't nothing that they do to get at you. You are not afraid of death. You've already dealt with the dark night of your soul. That's why they're afraid of you. They're like, oh shit. Now they believe in aliens because they feel like you were an alien. They feel like, maybe you're AI. Something. They used to say, oh, she or he is a hoe. That's what they used to say about you. It was this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, his fire sign, that used to say that. That's the same person that's this energy vampire. And they are losing a lot because they lied on you. Who's the hoe now? Whose area code is 304 now? It ain't you. Mm-mm. Not at all. Not at all. Mine ain't either. Mine is 407. But I live in the 602. I ain't even got a 3 in or 4 in my. Oh, no, I guess I do. 3 in my. What that's it? With the BBL. That's right, Wu-Tang. That's right. Damn ass. Lying family or friends. See? They was focused on the wrong damn thing. They should have been focused on you, on themselves, while you was sitting here getting your inner strength together. But you get to tell them to kiss your ass in any spot that they want. Left cheek, right cheek, in the middle. It don't matter. You get to tell them kiss my ass. All of it, a portion of it, a certain day of the week at a particular time. It don't matter. It don't matter. You just tell them to kiss your ass and say it with some show enough sass. Yes, because you are stable. You've always been stable. You've never been a person that was always out there. And they're a copycat. They've always been a copycat. They've always wanted to have what you have. That clout. Who knew? Just like whenever you was born, you didn't say, Mama, this milk got clout in it. Give it to me. No, you was just born. You didn't know. Did you have swag, style, classes, perfect smile? Shit, you ain't know that shit. You was just born. Hell. You know, you was just trying to be a good person. Who knew that you was going to have a great personality? You don't even think like that. You thinking, oh my gosh, I still need to improve. You sitting here always thinking about time to transform for the better. That's you. These old other Rudy Poos, Tink Tanks, they sitting there thinking all that other shit. You know, they are afraid of dealing with their inner demons. Well, if you afraid of dealing with your inner demons, why you come this way? Because I can guarantee you don't want this smoke. You don't want this smoke. For the foe. Who the who? Yeah. Somebody was trying to act like some type of damn dog. But take that somewhere. What's the message? What's the message, Spirit? Yes. Stop blaming me for your own insecurities. Take accountability for yourself. I may have been around when certain shit went down, but I don't deserve all the credit because trust me, I ain't do nothing to make your life miserable. You know? Somebody was worried about all the wrong shit, talking about some bury all my money with me. You know, you was worried about all the wrong shit. That's why your ass is miserable. Yes. Then they have the nerve to lose themselves in vicious gossip. Something about your partnerships, your romantic partner, your relationships, You're sitting there, gossiping, 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 gossiping. Then they got a message about you, and the messages they got about you hit him in their heart chakra. And so then they sat there and closed that up, and that's whenever they come up with these bottled up emotions. That's why we at the part where we need to have this motherfucker to open up these emotions again. They need to trust their guides. They need to let their guard down and trust their guides, their spiritual guides, not the earthly ones, because we can go to another person, another earthly being for advice, but if that person has not been in the exact same shoes, they cannot really tell us what to do. They can only tell us how they would handle the situation. But we have to trust our guides. We have to remember that certain situations we are separated, but it does not necessarily mean we are alone. Somebody expected you just to not see anything, blind, deaf, and dumb. But see, they didn't know anything about your own security and that you're actually in a prestigious class. See, this is somebody who chose to continue to wear those rose-colored glasses. That's why their ass is where their ass is at now. But now, looks like their illusions are over. So, anything else? Yep. And now, because of what you just went through, what we just went through, what they just went through, when it comes to meeting people, when it comes to listening to people, when it comes to hearing what someone has to say, we're not just going to take their word for it and say, oh, well, Susie said this about Bradley, so it's got to be true because Susie has known Bradley since the 3rd grade. In fact, they once had a fight over a friend of theirs and blah, blah, blah. So it's got to be true because they go way, way, way back. They're not doing it anymore. Now, anybody that comes and says, come, I got to tell you this about so-and-so, but this is just between us. Shh, nobody knows. Now they're going to sit there and listen, but everyone gets checked out. Every story gets checked out because they know that your lie can fuck up their life. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to leave it right there, y'all. It is 4:48 on a Saturday. I may come back this evening and do another one. That will be 3 in one day. Oh my gosh. Thank you so very much, Red Violet. Thank you, everyone. Addie, J Mike, Carla, how are you? Thank you so very much. Curtis, hey there. Yes. So everyone, who else was on here? Let's see. Yes. Demita, yes. Demita's like one of my favorite people. Demita's like one of those people that we talk about, like that instant karma. When people mess with Demita, they receive instant karma, confirmation. Don't fuck with her unless you want to get fucked up. Fuck with her unless you want to get fucked up. Let's see, who else? I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. All right, y'all. Oh, Zoe Main, how are you? I didn't even see you. And Marcia, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kay Savage, that's right. And it's just Robbie and Behaven and Tyreek. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I scrolled all the way up. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave it right here. I think I'm gonna try and come back this evening and do another one. I already did all my housework and cleaned up the backyard. That's why I'm looking at some different clothes. I don't know what I was thinking, wearing some white pants earlier, going to clean up the backyard, right? But anyway, thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I look forward to speaking with you soon, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye now.